Hello students, your topic for today is collective responsibility of cabinet. So Prime Minister is the one who selects the number of cabinet ministers from the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Once chosen as cabinet minister, each of these ministers are given a position of head of the department of a different ministries. As soon as they become minister, the principle of collective responsibility is imposed on them. Cabinet minister responds to the oral and the written questions from the member of parliament. So the cabinet ministers, along with the prime minister, schedule a timely closed door session to discuss collective stance of the cabinet to avoid inconsistent response from the ministers. The solidarity of cabinet is constantly challenged by the opposition in an attempt to crest contradiction between the ministers. The idea is to scrutinize the work of the cabinet using the parliamentary platform. Then it is therefore vital for all the cabinet members to have in line their response with the rest of the cabinet minister, and this effort results as the collective cabinet responsibility. So we can define the cabinet collective responsibility as the constitutional convention, as the members of the parliament must publicly support all governmental decisions made in the cabinet even if they do not privately agree with that. This support also includes in the voting of the government bills in the legislature. Purpose of this support is to have a strong front by the government so the government can withstand the political and public pressure. Constraints by collective ministerial responsibility. So the collective responsibility puts a few constraints on the members of the cabinet. If a member of a cabinet wants to object the cabinet decision openly, then they are obliged to resign from the cabinet. The result is that it is a vote of no confidence is passed on the parliament, even on a single minister, and then the government is responsible collectively and the entire government resigns. The consequence will be a new government will be formed and the general election is called. So the Indian Parliament consists of two houses, that is the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. The lower house is Lok Sabha. It is composed of an elected member directly from the people of India, and the members are no other than the representative of people. So when the Council of Ministers shows their responsibility towards the Lok Sabha, it means they are responsible towards the representatives of people or indirectly to the people of India. And this is how the whole government is indirectly responsible for their work towards the people of India. So the Indian Parliament consists of two houses, that is the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. The lower house is Lok Sabha. It is composed of an elected member directly from the people of India, and the members are no other than the representative of people. So when the Council of Ministers shows their responsibility towards the Lok Sabha, it means they are responsible towards the representatives of people or indirectly to the people of India. And this is how the whole government is indirectly responsible for their work towards the people of India. Now, the constitutional provision is that Article 74 is from the Indian Constitution. It says that the whole Council of Ministers is collectively responsible towards the Lok Sabha. The whole council of minister will work as a team. Every minister will have same sort of responsibility, and if a no confidence motion is passed even for a single minister, the whole council of minister will have to resign. No minister can express their view against the decision of the cabinet. If they do so, then they have to resign from the cabinet. Similar to the union government, the state's government also follow the doctrine of collective responsibility. So Article 164 talks about the responsibility of ministers of state government. Now, what is a cabinet minister and council of ministers? So, council of minister is a governmental body that consists of around 60 to 70 ministers. All of the ministers of the council can be divided into three categories: cabinet ministers, ministers of states, and deputy ministers. The whole council of minister never conducts joint sessions. It means they do not of any collective work to do. Cabinet ministers are a category of ministers which consist of 10 to 15 members. Every cabinet minister is given a position of a head of the department of different ministers under the government of India. They conduct a closed door session to decide the stand of government. Now, the president works on the recommendation of the Council of Ministers. The president of India is bound to follow all the advice given by the ministers, but the president is not bound to follow the advice of a government which is not having the majority of the house. But it is worth mentioning that the collective responsibility is not president of India, has nothing to do with the collective responsibility of the Council of Ministers.